Into the eye of the storm. Oh wait, are we actually gonna do Garuda? No. No, because they didn't have the Garuda picture. It would have had the Garuda picture. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising, you did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to match wood. To match wood, yeah. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I could fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements? But of course, that's it! We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm, and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Firemac, we speak of the manifestations of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disputed the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected aether comprising Garuda's barrier into aether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver this to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might require one? No, but I know a man who might, a scholar by the name of Lambertaint, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marcus met him. I suppose, whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that the poor Marcus was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Firemac, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Now, I don't remember how long this little side jaunt takes, but Garuda should be soon. Because I'm planning to take a break after I beat Garuda. Oh, it's down below. Yoink. Where the heck are they? They're not here, so they should be over here. There they are. Why yes, I am Professor Lambertaint. Beg pardon. You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Sealed with science. Ah, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had to give in sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupt crystal? You wish not to conduct a field observation. Okay, there we go. Egads, man! At least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot. To protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though, I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps I shall motivate you to work quickly in any case. Take the pot to Hahasako, a suit of mine monitoring the float ether at the high bridge. Explain to him your request, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. So where is this guy? On that side. Bum 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 bada bum 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 bada bum 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 bada bum bum. Oh boy! All right! Oh yeah! All right! Let's go! Let's do it! Oh wow! Okay! Let's go! Hahasako! How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile! I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertaint. You thieving knave! I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. With utmost care. Oh, frabjous day, Calais, Calais, that I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hahasako, greatest of Professor Lambertaint's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable. In fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths, amidst the flowing waters. The murderous Mirrorites lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster, place it within the warded pot, and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Whew. So many stuck-up intellectuals around here. So I gotta go down one more. That's a fate. Don't mind me, I must grab some stuff. That's one way to quarry that, I guess. Oh, I gotta do it again. I see you come. I see you come galumphing. You come galumphing back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal! Professor Lambertine will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Isn't the guy like right here? Yeah, there he is. My keen scholar sense tells me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal, it is as you desired, a corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected ether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected ether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? Can you truly say that this failure has taught you nothing? Think, man! You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect the corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the etherical studies conducted by the students of Baldesion. You've heard of them. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. A promising prospect. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern La Nocia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern La Nocia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was western La Nocia, Farah Sirius, on the Isles of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall the exact reasoning. Something to do with one of Dalamuth's talents or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Alport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest she think you unprepared for the task. Cool. They're not gonna make me do Fairy Serious. Isn't that a level 50 dungeon? Eh? Corrupted crystals? Sir, I have no interest in being the butt of your joke, so if you've no other reason for addressing me. Kindly leave me be. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambertaine did send you. Beg your pardon. It seems we have got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the professor pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you to seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh gods, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. Sienna is frustrated with the progress of her research. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Fair Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Ah, you startled me! Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? With all this fatuous gossip of spirit inspectors haunting the Isles of Umbra. Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? Bloody elves, lad, are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. The Isles of Umbra, what interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Fair Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. Ah, Firemac, you return. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with an undead, you say? That is very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Representing the representative. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all the travel to the Isles of the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Fair Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub. Since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion, it was there that I heard a tale of a man named Skyfrin, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra! This is first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. Ugh. Skyfriend, I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Ugh, tell Mimi Doa I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me. Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. God, this back and forth is killing me. What does Skyfriend have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench. But what was that about a man named Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. To Mimidoa. Yeah, I remember we talked to Mimidoa on another quest, if I'm not mistaken. I think? Oh wow, it's a freaking Lalafell. Another initiate, are ye? No? Then what are ye? Speak up, son, I can't hear ye. Bugger me! Is that what I think it is? Nah, couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where'd you say you found it? Skyfriend, you say? Was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's not left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up Ferris Sears, he was. Company sent me to supervise the lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see? Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. What's that? You be looking for passage to Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidoa. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. Whole port's up in the arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gil, I'd hire some cell swords and let 'em in sorted out. But you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show him this parchment to the skipper, and he'll see ye there. He'll see ye there, see you there and back. So you went and had a word with Mimidoa. I hope that valuable time you saw fit to waste on a mountain to something. You mean that disgusting creature was Skyfriend's superior? I find that hard to believe, but this passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing the discoveries you will make on the Isles of Umbra, without me. A reluctant researcher. Fine. I failed to see justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 as my witness, if you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Ha! Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids, as if it's as simple as, oh, let's see if you got a rid passage. Alright, then climb aboard. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but oh, to hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate, and I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. I mean, I think we are actually about to do very serious. I thought that wasn't... First of all, I thought that was a level 50 dungeon. Plus, I thought that wasn't required for the main story. Beg your pardon, sir. But how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. Sweet somethings. David has a simple proposal for you. The writ Master Mimidoa gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Aye, the contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Ferris Sears were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still going, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Firemac. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for the one that satisfies your requirements. As to where you inquire into your situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. You saw them too, right? Dead people just shambling about without care in the world. Except what they do seem to care, that is start shuffling towards the water. Gods, that voice, that single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. Is that all the... Oh my god. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wreckage and their cargo. But those just queer dead things... And that voice, actually the voice was quite nice. I don't know what was going on with that guy's voice. Or, I mean, his speech pattern. It was like all messed up at first, but then he was okay. This talk of an alluring voice is certainly familiar, as if... But that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? Oh, crap. But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon. I'm thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Mimidoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for the lanky young lad with the 1,000-yalm stare to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go explain yourself. My god. I didn't know we had to do very serious. I honestly thought that was not required. What's beeping keeping ye, initiate? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Eh? Some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk that wander near the ship graveyard? And it's stirring up the dead and all? Bloody hells. This takes me back to me days as a cannon boy sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned. We learned them last time. Bah, they bloody would, though, wouldn't they, brazen old biddies? Some folks said that the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in me bones as this day would come. Ain't coming as it has. Ay, I bet me burn your sirens behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. I speak of the other kind, them what's got feathers, and lure sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy, except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it after. Any road, 'tis up to us to stop this hell's-born hussy afore she takes another soul. Course, we can't send you marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man who can't hear her song. 'Tis lucky for you I can carry a spare pair, and lucky for the both of us I am a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we'd best head over to her, to the ship graveyard, initiate. Wait, do we not actually do the dungeon? I'm so confused right now. Is this an instance duty battle? No. Hey, are these people dead? Is this person dead? Can't even select them. Can't even see them. Are they cowering in death? What is happening there? They clipped through the campfire. That's weird. Okay, whatever, let's go back. I guess that person's just, like, AFK or something. If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Oh, so it is an instance duty. I actually forgot about this. Okay, so we don't do Fairy Series. I was right about that not being mandatory. I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Quite, did you hear that? 'Tis her. Look! Out over the water! She's come, Initiate! She's come! Dang, that's like straight out of the dungeon. Quick, lad, shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. Soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll come on her thralls and we'll be up in our necks and corpses before you know it. I really wanted to rhyme that with titties. I really did. We're up to our neck and titties! Why can't I move? Hither, embrace mine, everything, all. True love spurn, his cruelty's reward. Cast out colorless soul, dead to desire. Spare, mournful mistress, distress. Melody, last breath of death, the rhythm. Dost thou not relent, regret, forever alone? Can I not attack that? My love, a river, one look, soul shiver. No? No more dark eclipse the heart. I guess that was it. Oh, they must have just did that if I spawned right next to that person. Oh, now I have a better idea what's going on here. This person's straight up clipped. So bad I can't even select them. Eh? Am I alright? Ha! I'm better than that, Initiate. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am. Course I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 whoozits if we'd gutted the songstress, but you can't have everything, can ye? She'll not come crooning round here again, though. Not for a while, any road. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help, bugger me. I've clean forgot your name. Remind me. Firemac? Don't recall having no initiate by that name. But if you're not me, old mate, who was name? Why have we been so bloody helpful? Never mind. Be seeing ye, lad. Alright, cool, so we don't have to do Fairy Series. I was right about that. I completely forgot about that instant duty film. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimidoa was involved in the first purge, but never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please take it with my compliments. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh, it's you! Welcome back, Firemac. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say, and more importantly, alive! You are alive! Aren't you? Aha! Conquering the hero returns bearing a gift! Might I have a closer look? Impressive, very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Firemac! Seldom have I encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such volatile overabundance of fire-expected ether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice-expected ether to counteract the effects of a raging wind? Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? The Curious Case of Giggity. Giggity. Giggity, giggity. Don't fret now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice-expected ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal of living beings. Eh? What's that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better, that this time you didn't need to use a water pot of yours to protect yourself from this crystal's energies. Heaton's findings suggest that that it's quite safe. Blech. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It has been a pleasure, Firemac. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Oh my god. And go to the freaking amphitheater and everything. Man. What an annoyance. To the amphitheater. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Summers. I presume Sienna informed me of your adventures in Aleport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, though as Professor Lambertaint is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12's wood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. For me to explain, you are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the 12's wood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really, and my theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... you couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point, then. Giggity seldom makes his appearance felt unless there is a particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort which he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart, I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Gross. So we gotta go there. It's North Shroud. Yeah, both places kind of suck. I guess this fall ground float might be my best route to get there. And the curious case of Giggity. 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 Alright, Giggity, where are you? Die, Giggity. Oh. Alright, surely after this we'll get to do Garuda. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? What is that god-awful smell? My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my suppositions was not mistaken. I also see you weren't adverse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the water pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with Earth-expected ether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-expected ether. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. God damn it, man. Better late than never. Hedon has neglected to return to you to your corrupted crystal. Beg your pardon, Firemac. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, there was a message for you from Professor Lambertain, something about a man named Marcus. Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if it were used for evil ends. Well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. They all think they're the best. That is so freaking annoying. They're all annoying. I hate these characters. Annoying, every single one of them. They're almost as bad as those freaking company heroes. Okay, so where exactly is Sid? I think I need to just go down, right? Or something. I think. I actually don't know. Can I access him from over here? That would be a negative. So... I guess we gotta go to the airship landing, I guess. Greetings, sir. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? All repairs and modifications have been completed, Firemac. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Firemac. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. Garuda time, it's Garuda time, it's Garuda time, 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 Garuda time. Yes, there it is! Lady of the Vortex. With Sid's modifications now installed, the Enterprise is finally ready to take the journey to the Howling Eye. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, we cannot be sure that this will work. I think it's only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... mayhap it's better that we remain positive. Firemac, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for entrusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I had forgotten. I'm not the man I once was. I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. There.
There. She's ready.
Thank goodness it's voiced.
Ah, she stirs.
People may not understand why that's so funny.
And an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda.
There was a YouTube clip of specifically that little moment of where Alphino touches Sid's hand and looks up at him. And it's so weird out of context. Well, even in context it's a little weird, but it's so funny.
Engage.
Oh gosh. Alright. Thought I was about to like take off his hair, like no hair. Reveal that he's Garlean.
Damn it.
That pearl ass eye.
I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
Maybe it was me. Flashback power activate!
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles?
Flashback within a flashback. That's a young Sid.
Ah, yes. I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all. Exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald.
Forever running in the white abyss. Is there a cat?
It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter?
His father was the reason for Meteor? There's Gaius.
You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not.
Surrogate father.
Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
Sid's backstory. There's Biggs and Wedge. And whatever that is. What is that? What? Oh, it's us. Okay. What is happening right now? We gave him his goggles?
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
What? That's actually not clear. We just showed up and like, hey, have some goggles, man.
Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home.
Alright, so he's remembering that he's Sid, like, full and full now.
I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it?
Yes, I guess.
It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Guardians have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Everything!
Alphenord, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Oh yeah, here we go. Garuda time, baby. Garuda time. Right, we get this little patch of extra nonsense. What's up, Sid? Let's talk to you for a second. What is it, Firemac? Don't tell me you're having second thoughts at a time like this. Or do you truly wish to return to Gridania? Oh, no, not that. No, alright, we're good, man, we're good. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this? Make ready, Firemac, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Let's beat up. Let's beat up. Garuda, Garuda, we're gonna beat Garuda. We're about to beat Garuda. We're about to beat Garuda. Garuda, Garuda, Garuda. That Garuda butt. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers! 12 preserve. She's huge! As I live and breathe. There's the bird boys. Over there, look! Oh, the kobolds. Oh, and the Almaja. Almaja and kobold prisoners. But why would the exile bring them here? Okay, I don't have to explain that one. She actually laughed for me. Where come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror. How you hear that this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not make the take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, it shall slake the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Squawk! Slay the unfeathered ones. We shall, as an offering to Garuda, they will serve. Leave the Exalt to us, Firemac. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, Firemac. Remember, you fight with the Scions for Eorzea. You're gonna die in like 2 seconds, but I really want to listen to this music. This worm would die by my own hand. Come then, shall I grant you that which you seek? Well, I guess we actually did get to see the music a little bit. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, I guess we got her stuck in this thing and die. Oh, invulnerable. That's fine. The reckoning comes. There's no escape, no hope, none. This is where fun begins. What? How in the hells? This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None. Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. Of course, worship, so long as the Ixal keep praying. She will never fall. Then let's stop them. Oh! No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. Only who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment, the desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. The wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine. All mine! You, Landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. No, no! I claimed you! You should be mine! Nah, got Heidelin on our side. What exactly is happening? I guess we're just taking the crystal straight from her. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Garuda. We'll be taking that. And now our little thing beneath our feet is complete. We got our 6 crystals. Now we're gonna be like mega powered or something. Right? Something's supposed to happen. What? What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. I guess there's more cutscene. I'll just say that there's more cutscene. Because something else is about to happen. Here it comes.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've done it!
Ah!
Impossible it is! Kill you all!
Is that all?
Hey guys.
O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno, Almighty Freed, brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to...
Oh, look at Ifrit. And Titan. With all 3 here.
No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
Wait, is the cutscene really gonna end? Okay, I was about to say, I know there's more.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire!
Look at him. Just manhandling the Ifrit like that. Oh damn, let's look at that. Titan. Nothing. Garuda, you're next.
It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
Dang. You ain't getting away.
No! No! No!
Oh man, head first. That's some nom noms moments right there.
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender.
Well, that was fun.
Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
Have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
End the quest. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Firemac, shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own. I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so as long as that weapon exists. Truly a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. Cool, alright. We finally reached the point I wanted to, and that was the defeat of Garuda, because I knew all that was going to happen. So now it's break time. I'm hungry, I'm going to eat a little something. I will be stopping the stream, but I will be back the moment I'm done eating, so if you stick around, I would enjoy it. Otherwise, thank you for watching. This is Firemac saying toodles, and see you next time.